Hello to my wonderful listeners. One Family TV wala mutanali nan kotenke. Mbadi ngolu ning audiolu anna lamaya ning hakilola nkana alamaya anin jusola. Mbadi ngolu yatandi ko na former finance minister. Ikafu meye ko Koro Ceesay. Me ya lonko ya lipa kuda kuntola fo ya fa. Me ya lonko aketa kyo me nyale ikafu ya ko alaji kanyi. Mbadi ngolu abediamu katandi ko ye menke. Koro Ceesay la me ya lonko wale mu finance minister di former finance minister yata ya lipa kuda kuntola fo yafa ala bonto me ya lonko wale keta mbadi ngolu aketa balafati aketa niku yati bari anna la muy alaje kanyi fungala kuma kangola me ya lonko ye wale ke Koro Ceesay la me ya lonko atele mu former finance minister di Gambia bankoning kang.
We are wondering who is this man and what kind of operation we are going.
Do you understand what he meant by getting rid of somebody? Did you understand that?
No, sir.
Did you ask him questions?
No, sir.
When this briefing was being made, who was present?
4 of us and his brother, Peter Singati.
And of course, Edward himself.
Edward himself.
6 of you?
Yes.
And did Peter Singate say anything?
No, sir.
And what happened after Edward briefed you and said, we are going to get rid of one fucking cunt? What happened after that?
He got up and joined, he drive his car, then followed by us, and Peter also followed with his car.
So there were 3 vehicles?
Yes.
Edward in one vehicle?
Yes.
The 4 of you in another vehicle?
Yes.
And then Peter in a 3rd vehicle?
Yes.
Did they tell you at this stage where they were taking you?
Before we left in his residence, Peter is the one who said to us that he said to Bike that drive to Yankuba's place, Yankuba's residence.
Which Yankuba are you referring to?
Captain Yankuba Ture.
At this stage, were you told what you were going to do at Captain Yankuba Ture's residence?
No, sir, we are not told.
Did you know exactly where you were going?
We are going to, I know that we are going to Yankuba's residence. Of what, I don't know at the moment.
Did you know exactly where that residence was located at this time? While you were in the vehicle going, did you know where Yankuba's residence was?
It's like, it's around Senegambia end. Definitely, right now, I can't identify the place.
Did you ever go to Yankuba's place before this event?
Not at all.
Did you ever go to Yankuba's place after this event?
Not at all.
At what time of the day did you get there on this occasion?
This was around, after 7 to 8.
Did you, apart from knowing the general direction, that it was around Senegambia area, did you know exactly where the place is located? Tell us what you know, what you can remember.
So definitely, at this point in time, right now, it's been a while. I can't exactly remember the place now.
But before you left, you did not know where Yankuba's Ture's house was located?
Yes, sir, because I've never visited there. This was my first time to visit it.
On the way, while going, were you told who this fucking cunt was, quote unquote?
Upon arrival, not only way, upon arrival at the residence, we are told by Edward that, okay, wait for us here. We are going to the airport. Then I can remember, if I can fully remember, there was an activity at the airport. Either the chairman was leaving, then Yaya Jammeh to somewhere else, or he is coming. You see? So they are going to see him off or receive him, something like that. The activity was at the airport. So from the airport, they will come.
Did they tell you what to do at Yankuba's house?
When we arrived there, the briefing was, we are coming with Kani, we are coming with I'm coming with one minister. So he don't know you. Like, you will be at the gate, upon our arrival, you will receive us. You salute us and welcome us. And come with him to inside the house.
At this stage, when you arrived there, where were the guards at Yankuba's house?
To my surprise, we meet no guard there and no family members, like his wife and family, wife and whatsoever. No wife, no guards, no nothing. So on that, is Palu who told us that, are we here for guards? I said, well, we are here, and they said they are coming with one minister. Whether they are coming to have gathering, meeting, or we don't know. So, and he said to me, I will receive him at the gate. So you people will be somewhere around inside the house. Yes. It's like that.
And during that briefing, who was present?
That briefing is Edward who briefed us. Who briefed we for?
Was Peter present in the briefing?
No, I can't see him. I don't see him.
Was Yankuba present at that briefing?
No, I don't see him at that briefing.
After the briefing, what happened?
That he left.
Who left?
Edward.
And how about the four of you? What happened to
We remain inside the compound and the house.
And where in the compound did you remain?
Where Yankuba is.
You personally, which part of the compound did you stay?
I stood at the gate.
Waiting.
Waiting.
How about Tumbul Tamba?
They are inside the house. I remember, is it me and either Tumbul or Palu? Yes. We are outside. It's like we are inquisitive of knowing what is going to happen there. So we are not stationed at one place. We are rounding, inside the compound and in the building to know what exactly coming to happen.
Was the house locked at this time, or was it open?
It was open.
You had access to go in and out of the house?
Yes.
Okay. And what time of the evening did they leave? Did Edward leave?
It was just about night. After 8, towards 9.
And what happened afterwards?
We were there up to sometimes. Then, Peter is the first person who arrived. He came, parked his car, and rose inside the house. Inside the house, hiding somewhere else. Because I didn't follow him there. He just passed me at the gate telling me that they are coming. So he entered inside the house. In the next 5 minutes time, I saw Edward Yankuba with a civilian. That may be a civilian rather. No. So when Edward entered, he said, "That's the minister." That's the time I know this man is a minister.
Did you know his name?
They said Koro Ceesay. I later know him as Koro Ceesay, Usman Koro Ceesay.
And you saluted?
I saluted him. Shake hand, sir, welcome, sir. So okay. Then Edward Lled, I followed him, and the minister was following me, coming inside the house. As we are entering, I just hear the noise, whip, two struck, and the dumb man fell down. As surprise attack at the back, I also take a step forward. That's the Edu turned to me. That is the guy. There was like what they used to palm pepper in the local language, kuda, kanturang. That's what Edu take and hit.
Pistol in English.
Yes.
Kur in Wolof. That's it?
Hit him for the third stroke. Everywhere was blood. And near him, there was a firewood stick where he picked and gave it to me, for me also to hit. I also hit. Then Yankua took the stick from Peter, and he also hit. And he called the rest of the people. We all hit. The man died.
Why would he call each one of you to come and hit?
Because, to my understanding, he just want to implicate us. Because after the tree struck, this man, the place was full of blood. This man is already dead. He's already dead. Why giving us again and order us to whip him again when he's already dead? He just thought.
Your view is he was already
dead. My view, yes.
But the question is, you're suggesting that he wanted to implicate all you. Are you suggesting he wanted all of you present to be involved in the killing?
Want to involve us.
And what happened when this man was hit by all of you?
And everywhere was full of blood. There.
You said all of you hit. I just want to get it very clear. And I'll ask you the question. You said in the beginning, Peter Singate first struck him. Is that right?
Yes, 2.
2 strikes. Did Edward Singate hit the victim?
He did.
Did Yankuba Ture hit the victim?
He did.
Did you hit the victim?
I did.
Pa Aliu
Yes.
Gomez, did he hit the victim?
Yes.
Tumbul Tamba, did
Yes.
he hit the victim?
Yes.
BK Jata, did
Yes.
he hit the victim?
Yes.
All of you present hit the victim?
Yes.
Was there anybody else in the house?
Nobody else.
You said there was blood all over.
All over.
And what did you do with the body?
From there, we carried the 4, myself and other men, 4 people. We carried the dead outside, put him on his private car, the car which brought him, the car he came with. And there we come back to clean the place. The council members with Peter left.
So you said the council members Peter,
that is Edward, Yankuba, and Peter.
They left.
They left.
Do you know where they went?
No, sir.
So the four of you, what did you do after they left?
We cleaned the place as it was before.
What did you have to clean?
The blood, which was which was there from the man.
These weapons that were used, where did you get them from?
Well, the weapons are sticks. Yes. What was used by Peter, I don't see him, but that of Peter, that of Edu was the this thing what our wife used to use to palm the pepper whilst cooking.
Do you know where these things came from?
No, sir.
Where exactly in the house did this event occur? Or in the premises, for that matter?
No, to me, it's like I'm receiving him going to meet where they are going to have gathering. It's like I suspect of having gathering, but not a case like this. So while going, it's like a corridor. It's inside the house, sir.
Were you surprised that all these tools were there when this man was hit?
It's like, either Peter or Edu or whosoever, or the owner of the house know exactly what is going to happen, and he plays this thing. But that of the one used by Peter, I think that has brought by him. But the firewood maybe belongs to the wife of the Yankuba and the Kuda I mentioned in the local language.
You just said that maybe Edu or Peter or the owner of the house knew exactly what was going to happen.
Yes.
Are you suggesting that the stage was set and these tools were placed there in preparation for the murder?
It seems to be like that.
It was prearranged. You are under oath.
Yes, please.
The whole nation is watching.
Sir?
I say you are under oath. The whole country is watching.
Yes, sir.
Do you accept that Edward Singate, Yankuba Ture, Peter Singate, yourself Alaji Kanyi, Jata, BK Jata, Humbul Tamba, and Pa Aliu Gomez, all of you participated in murdering Secretary of State, Honorable Usman Koro Ceesay?
Yes, please.
That is the truth.
That is the truth.
What do you say to the suggestion that Yankuba Ture was not in that house at all? What do you say to that?
He was there.
Would it be a lie if Yankuba Ture were to say that he was not there?
He was there.
It be a lie if he says he wasn't there?
A big lie for that matter.
Would it be a lie if Yankuba Ture said that he did not participate in the killing?
He's lying, he participated.
Do you know what happened to the body afterwards?
As I said, the body was carried and put into his official car. And
after that, did you see the body again?
No, we didn't.
After the council members and Peter left, do you know where they went?
I don't know where they went.
Did you subsequently come to hear what happened to the body?
After the following day, we heard that one official car was somersault at around Jaban Tauto N, and it was born into us. One person was there who was born.
Did you subsequently come to hear who that person was?
Well, as that happened, all of us, hence we are present on the exercise of this event. We have second thought that this can be, Usman Koro Ceesay.
Did you subsequently get that confirmation?
Well, we were not told that it's him, but it's like, as we said, we suspect because the following day, I saw Peter Singade with born hand. You see, so he's always unrolling roll his sleeves. Anytime he unroll his sleeves jacket, you see all the hands born. And we have second thought, then this must be Peter who went with this vehicle and burned it.
Where did you see Peter with his hands burnt?
At the training school.
What were you doing at the training school?
I was there as instructor.
So essentially you worked with Peter at the training school at this time?
Yes, sir.
And you therefore saw him with his hands burned?
Yes, sir.
Did you ask him how he sustained those injuries?
Sir, no, sir.
Did you at any point in time receive any debriefing about that incident?
From there, 1 or 2 days, we are called at the Edward's resident.
Edward?
Edward Singade's resident in Faja in Bakau.
At this stage, what position did Edward occupy?
If I can remember, it was the MOD, that is Minister of Defense. Yes.
Did he occupy, you said he was living at vice president's residence. Do you know what other position he occupied at this stage?
No, the resident was occupying. I used to know that resident before. That is, I think, if I'm right, during Jawara's time, these are the two residents, Fajara and that place as VP's resident.
In which location?
Sir?
Location?
At Cape Point.
So you went to Edward's house?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who went with you? Or who were you there with?
I was there with the said people, that is, I think I don't see, Tumbul Tamba. I was there with BK and Apalio. Yes.
Peter Singate, was he there?
Peter Singate was there.
Yankuba Ture, was he there?
No, Yankuba was not in Peter Edward's residence at that time.
Tumbul Tamba was there?
That's what I'm Tumbul. I don't think it was there for debriefing.
Okay. So it means it was yourself, BK Jata, Pa Aliu Gomez, Edward Singate, and Peter Singate.
Yes.
Just the 5 of you?
Yes.
Okay. And what happened there?
And Edu said, okay, end of exercise, job well done. So as soldiers, this is what is expected. When you are called, you respond, and you are given an instruction, you execute it. End of it.
Did he say anything else?
I can't remember other than this.
Were you ever instructed to conceal the fact of what happened?
Yes, that was stated. After his briefing, he said, let's keep secret. I know you people can keep secret. So that is it.
So he was asking you not to ever disclose what happened?
What happened.
Did you tell anybody else after that what happened?
Since then, I've never discussed this issue with anybody.
After that event, how were you feeling?
Sir, I was definitely feeling very bad. That even caused me to leave the army, because, all along, my involvement always causing death. I asked myself, what is this? It's like these people are using me as tools. This is not what I expect. This is not why I joined the army. I joined the army to defend my country, but not to destroy my fellow Gambian people, and moreover my brothers, my relative. Look at this. My first action is I kill my own relative, same Jarankas. And in the execution, one was involved whom I shared the same basin with him. That is Lieutenant Dabo, Suso. I told you in initial, Suso. Look at it now. Somebody whom I don't know. He did nothing to me. Why putting me? Why condition me? Why forcing me to I was walking like off-head, a dead man walking. I can call myself. I was even in a haze. Let my time reach. In December 97, I will leave. No matter what, even I am going to beg outside, but I will leave this. I will leave this job. I cannot sleep. I was confused. Sometimes he himself will call me, Edward, giving me alcohol to say, take this and your temper will cool. I have to look to myself. I have offended Almighty Allah. And at the same time, I'm even adding, by using alcohol, a Muslim like me. Where I am, I lose I have nothing in this world and rather than next world. I am in nowhere. I said to myself, when my time reach, I will leave. I was even looking all possible means for me to be dismissed, but it was not possible. It was not possible. I'm making all effort for me to be dismissed. No problem, let me lose all my service.
Can you give us an example of what you did
to
secure your dismissal?
Sometimes I cannot even sleep. I cannot enjoy nothing absolutely if I don't drink alcohol and get intoxicated where I can somehow forget just a bit. See, I was confused. My people don't like me to drink alcohol. When I drink alcohol, none of my family members will be beside me. Look at that. One fine day, I was even in the campus. I was on duty. I said today, I don't know what is going to happen, but I'll make sure I am dismissed. I rose to officers' mess, pack all their breakfast materials, keep them in my bag and get them to the one house. Early morning, they came for breakfast. There was no material. They said, where are these materials? Then the former CDS was the duty officer, Lieutenant Baji. I can remember somebody was there. He said, it's Kanye who went to the anteroom. I saw Kanye entering into that room. Yes. And I was called at the RSM's office. I confess, yes, it's me. I was charged for stealing. I was brought before CO. Then, if I can remember, Vincent was the CO, Vincent Jada. Yes. I was fed up. I want them to dismiss me. But Vincent cannot dismiss me. He reduced me to the rank of sergeant. I plead guilty of the offense. And he demoted me to the rank of sergeant.
Did you tell them you wanted to leave the army?
I told him outright. So I want to leave. He said, this is not the way how you should live. Why? I said, I'm fed up. Yes. Our soldiers, when they know that you want to leave, instead for them to help you, no, but they will keep on, if you are rank holding somebody, they will reduce you, keep on reducing you. If you are not rank holding somebody, they will keep on detaining you. Because we have that access of detaining somebody in our own cell. We have before taking you to mile 2 or military police. You see?
You eventually leave the army?
Yes, in December 1997, I leave. On the 15th January 98, I surrender all their materials and go home. I said, I am not leaving this country. I have offended Gambian people. I am not leaving this country. I will serve as a slave to my country. And I'll pray to God to change for good so that, at any given time, one way or the other, it's like God has answered my prayers. I am praying for this gathering always to happen so as to complain, yes, and tell Gambian people what have I did. Yes, because at some times, when I had my name in these audios, my family don't even, everybody was, it's like I'm alone. Sir, it's like I'm alone in the country. It's like I'm alone who do all these offenses. Kani, and cancel everybody, Gambian people. These are the 3 events I participated. It's like I am the chairman. Yes, but sometimes I sit back and say, that has come because definitely Gambian people, they are seeing me. I was a training instructor. I was a very confirmed instructor related to my job, drill. Not only in the army. What I'm saying, everybody is seeing me. I train all formation, immigration, police, fire service, custom. I train all of it, and they all admire me. That even caused my name to be, scattered like this. But in sometimes, some people may think that it's because of my wrongdoing, which is caused by these undesirable elements, whom I am far older than them. I am far older than them. I even senior them in the army. Look at these people. Because what? I'm a junior rank. They use me as a tool and dump me like this. I never traveled to even Senegal when I left the army up to date. Look at this. My fellow brother, this is my position where I am now. I'm in nowhere. This is what happened. I am definitely completely wrong. I'm wrong, but what? I have no choice. I have no choice.
Mr. Kanyi, since the TRRC started, did you talk to any of the people who were involved in the killing of Honorable Usman Koro Ceesay?
I remember one day, it's Yankuba who called me.
Yankuba who?
Yankuba Toure.
What did he say to you?
Yankuba Toure, he said to me that, Kanyi, where are you? I said, I'm at home. He said, okay, don't worry. Are you called by these people? I said, which people? He said, TRRC. I said, yes. He said, okay, I was also invited by them. But don't worry, forget about them. Yes. So, hope you didn't tell them anything. I said, sir, anything they ask me, I will tell them. He said, forget about them. They can't do nothing to you. We are the head. We are the senior. We are the leader. I switch off my move. I switch off. I ring it off. Just another few minutes time, I was called by Fatoumata Jahumba Ceesay. I was wondering how this lady, I never know her. Marlon Sura, Marlon Tilly, I never know her rather. How did he manage to get my number through Yankuba? But definitely for her, the advice he advised me that, is your mother alive? I say, yes, my mother is alive. He said, always do good for your mother. Let her pray for you. But don't mind about these people. I said, which people? What is in the vehicle? What is in the truck? I saw Basiru Barrow and Dot Fall. That's the time but Samba Jallo told me that, look at your brother. You the Jarangas. You people want to be president. And he forced a pistol to me to fire onto Basiru Barrow. Unfortunately for me, when I squeezed the trigger, the pistol trigger, there was no round, there was no noise. Like the rifle, the pistol was empty. So I get down with the pistol.
What rank was Samba Jallo?
Samba Jallo at that time, I think Lance Corporal or so. But it's like at that point in time, council members Oddlies and whosoever close to them are even more crazy than even they themselves.
And Samba Jallo, who was he attached to at this time?
Lieutenant Edward Singate.
And what role did he play in Edward Singate's entourage?
He was a driver to Edward Singate.
And when you pulled the trigger and nothing happened, what did you do with the pistol you were given?
I didn't even return the pistol to him. I came down with the pistol. And
when you saw Basiru Barrow, what injuries did you see on him?
The head was swollen seriously. It's like the head was, cancelled. The head was totally destroyed, swollen blood all over. And Lieutenant Dotfall.
Were there any other people in that truck?
No, sir. Only two of them. After when I dropped from the truck, less than few minutes, the said Bas Jallo pushed them down and they fall down outside on the floor.
What do you say to the suggestion that there was somebody else in the, well, first, what do you say to the suggestion that Dot Fall was not completely dead at the time? The body was still shaking.
Sir, Dot Fall was completely dead.
What do you say to the suggestion that you shot both Basiru Barrow and Dot Fall to finish them off?
Sir, I say no to that. I didn't shoot anybody. They were completely dead.
You intended to do. You pulled the trigger, there was no bullet.
Yes, sir, for that. Yes.
So,
Suppose there is round in the camera, then I would say I fire onto them, dead body.
what do you say to the suggestion that there was another person in the truck? You stepped on him, showed your torch on him, or signed your torch on him, and called him Badding.
Sir, at that time, there is nothing like using torchlight because it is bright daylight. And definitely speaking, there was nothing where somebody can use torchlight. These two people I mentioned, honestly speaking, I am under oath. I saw them. Only that I was following, I heard somebody say, no, I called him, but no, definitely, sir.
After you came down from the truck, what happened next?
When they dropped down from the truck, I was moving towards where people are standing. Then Lieutenant Sana Sabali called me, Kabulkani. I said, sir, he said to me that, look at your brother. In the Maninga language, Ibadimo. Ye Badimo jele. Arol Jarankolo, Allah Frekela Mansalti. The same word as Bach told me, Bachama mentioned.
Can you translate that into English, please?
That is to say, you the Jarankas want to be a president. This is how you can be the president.
And what he said that, and he was pointing at somebody. Who was he pointing at?
He was pointing at Basiru Barrow. You see Basiru Barrow, Lieutenant Basiru Barrow. This time, it's Basiru Barrow. Next time is you. Sir, Council, when he pointed at me that next time is you, where I was, it's like my life is in his hand. Because he was with pistol and AK-47 rifle.
How did you feel when you heard that?
So it's like I am dead, I'm not dead. Like a dead man walking within the midst. Because at that point in time, Lieutenant Sana Sabali have the order of arrest and detain and kill.
Do you know where that order came from?
Well, as he been the vice chairman of APRC, he also have head. Maybe that instruction may come from, but because of his action.
Could you take it step by step? You say this instruction may have come from. Could you complete your sentence, please?
I said maybe because he is the vice chairman, so he has somebody who is heading him. I said maybe that instruction may come from either him or that the head. But
and who was the head at the time?
I don't know. Yaya Jammeh was the chairman AFPRC.
So you're suggesting that Sana Sabali had the order maybe from Yaya Jammeh?
Maybe, may not, because Sana was out of anything you think of.
Can you explain a bit further? What do you mean by that? You may say it in Mandinka. We can translate it, please. Feel free to speak in vernacular if you need to.
No, what I mean out of everything, Sana was crazy. He was aggressive. He was like a wounded lion. He listened to nobody. He looked into nobody's eye. And he have no fear for anybody. He have no regard for anybody. Only gunshot and arrest.
And then what happened after Sana told you that you see your Jaranka brother, you Jarankas, you want to be president? What happened after that?
As I said, I was confused because thinking that any slightest mistake done by me, I'll be a victim like my brother. So he called this man, Captain Maron, let Kanye be with you. Then
who was Captain Maron?
Captain Maron was the CO 1BN, 1 Infantry Battalion, Yundum.
By CO you mean commanding officer?
Commanding officer.
Of 1 Infantry Battalion during Yundum Barracks?
Correct.
Yes? And what happened after that?
I followed that man. I followed Captain CO in his office. Sir, this able man was very, I can say, helpful to me at that point in time by telling me that what
does that mean?
That is, this small boy is crazy. Don't mind him. Let's go to my office.
And who was he referring to?
Sir?
Who was he referring to?
Lieutenant Sana Sabali.
And you went with Captain Marong to his office?
To his office.
And what happened afterwards?
I was there for some time. Then, these dead bodies. From there, I came from the CO's office. I said to the CO, then, can I go out? He said, you can go out, but here is your place. Always you have to be here. That's what he said. So I don't want you to have trouble with him. I said, okay. So when I stepped out from his office, from the CO's office, like going to the guard room, the one other sergeant by the name Sergeant Basiru Kamara, also from Jara. Then they didn't depart yet. This Sergeant Basiru Kamara was coming from, he was naked in a sense. There was nothing, no clothes on him, and he was tied. His arms were tied at the back. As he was passing, the said Sana Sabal called me, Kanye. I turned and looked at him. He was standing then with Edward Singate. He said to me, get rid of this man. I was reluctant. Then Edu called me, can you follow me? And then this Bashiru Kamara was going, like we are following him. Just in the next, before we arrived around Cookhouse End, Sergeant Fafanya also came out.
From where?
It's like the same, I just saw him around, and then.
And how was he dressed?
He's also naked, and hands are tied at the back.
So these were captured soldiers?
Captured people. And Edward called him, fucking join him. He told him to fucking join Basiru Kamara.
And where were they headed?
Myself and Edward was together with these two people, they are heading us around the cookhouse end, and I was instructed by then Sana and Edward to open fire on them, causing death.
Did you do that?
Yes, sir.
Did you kill?
Sir?
Who? You killed both of them?
No, at that point in time, I cannot tell you that my round only touched all of them, because it's me and Edward. So, and these two people also they are in our front. So, but
You aimed, you pointed your weapon at them, correct?
at them, yes, sir.
How about Edward? Did he point his weapon at them?
The same thing.
And you fired at Bust, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did Edward fire at Bust?
Very well. More rapid even than me, I can say, because I knew why I said that, because it's like I am killing my own brother. I'm instructed to kill my own brother. So definitely speaking, at that point in time, it's like I have no choice. I have no choice. So.
And upon firing, what happened to Sergeant Fafanyang and Kamara?
Sir, they are dead.
You contributed with Edward Singate in killing Sergeant Fafanyang and Basiru Kamara, correct?
Yes, sir.
At this stage, which senior army officers were present? I know you have mentioned members of the council, Lieutenant Sana Sabali, Lieutenant Sadibu Haidara, Lieutenant Edward Singate, and Lieutenant Yankuba Ture. At this point in time, were any other senior army personnel present?
Yes, sir. Colonel Babukar Jata was there.
Did any of these senior officers do anything to stop you from killing these people?
Nobody, sir. Nobody stopped us. Nobody even talked to us. Nobody even, you can't see any sign of, oh, sir. To my surprise, these people are small boys. Sir, me, I am intake 5 of Gambia National Army. Sana is intake 12. Edward is intake 15. And there are people who people senior them. Well, at that point in time, nobody dared to tell them, stop, don't do this. No. Because of what? Sana is with weapon. If you say no, he will kill you. If you say no, he will arrest you. And not him who will come and arrest you, but he will instruct the boys to come and arrest you. And they will mercilessly deal with you. Very dangerously, sir.
After killing these two men, Sergeant Fafanyang and Basiru Kamara, what happened next?
We take them to the one side of the camp, that is opposite Senior NCS mess, the right corner of the Yundum camp, where they were buried, dug and buried them.
Who dug the grave?
A lot of soldiers. I was among.
Who else can you remember?
Council members at least.
Who can you remember amongst them?
This batch was there.
Batch, by batch you referring to Batch Samba Jallo?
Batch Samba Jallo.
Lance Corporal, correct?
Lance Corporal, yes.
Who else?
And so I think a lot of soldiers are there.
We just wish to establish who you could recall being present at the time.
JCB, Private JCB.
Last name for JCB?
Huh?
What was his last name?
JCB Mendy.
He was a private at the time?
At that time, yes.
Oddly for who at the time? Oddly for who?
JCB. Oddly to...
You can't recall, you can't recall.
I don't know.
Who else was present?
Njai.
Who else?
Njai.
Does he have an alias, another name by which he is known, say a nickname or something like that?
No, we call him Baba Njai. That is what we call Njai.
Okay, and who else?
Another Njai that is called Ponkal.
Another, you said B Njai?
Yes.
And his nickname is what?
Ponkal. Njai Ponkal.
Okay, okay. Who else?
So I can't remember all.
Okay, that is fine. And what happened to the body of, or to the bodies of Barrow, Lieutenant Barrow and Lieutenant Fall?
All, that digging, after digging, the 4 people were buried there. That is Bashiru Barrow, Bashiru Kamara, Fafanyang, and Dot Fall.
They were all buried in one grave?
In one graveyard.
And you visited Yundum Barracks with the investigators.
Yes,
Were
sir.
you able to pinpoint the grave to the investigators?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for that. After burying these individuals, these dead bodies, what happened next?
From there, I returned back to CO's office.
Did anything else happen that day?
Yes, sir. At around 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, after council members depart, at around 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, they came back again.
Who came back? Can you tell us?
Council members, that is Lieutenant Sana Sabali, Lieutenant Yankuba Ture, Lieutenant Sadibu Hydra, Lieutenant Edward Singate, Lieutenant Peter Singate, Sadibu Hydra, and with their orderlies.
This time around, was Babukar Jata present?
Babukar Jata was there. With Babukar Jata, yes, sir.
This second time, Babukar Jata was also present?
Was there.
That is your testimony?
Yes, sir.
And what happened when they came?
When they came, they went straight to Antroom, that is senior officers' mess.
And what happened there? Do you know?
Definitely, what happens in that senior that officers' mess, I don't know because I was at CO's office. But they called CO to join them there. So when CO comes...
By CO, you're referring to Captain Maron,
Captain
correct?
Maron, yes, sir.
Tell us what happened.
When CO, upon arrival of CO, that's the time I know. He told me that the captured people are going to be executed.
Who told you that?
Captain Maron.
What happened after that?
Then I was with him in his office. Just the next 15 minutes time, no, we came out, myself and him, because it's like I'm also his orderly or a guard. Right? So we came out, and then we meet council members all with their vehicle, and with the Land Rover was called. I saw the Land Rover, and then the captured people were on board the Land Rover.
Who do you remember to be on board?
Lieutenant Ceesay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Lieutenant Ceesay, Lieutenant Abulai Ba, Lieutenant Buba Jammeh, Lieutenant Lamin Dabo, Lieutenant Bakar Mane, Cadet Silla Amadou.
Who else?
Yes. And they are the same time, the same person instruct me to on board that Land Rover. Kabul Kanye, I fucking get on board.
What do you say to the suggestion that you removed these officers from the detention room, tied their hands behind their backs, and shoved them inside the Land Rover?
Me?
Yes, you.
No, sir. I was not present the time they were captured. One, I was not present the time they were tied. I was not present the time they were on board the Land Rover. I met them in the Land Rover, bringing the basa, that is the parla we call it, to bus them. I was there. When I was told to onboard the vehicle, I climbed up. Somebody, I don't know, who said, "Sir, but this is not safe. Why not we look for something to cover them?" Yes. So the basa was looked, and we covered them with that basa.
You mean tarpaulin was put over their heads?
Over there, because the Land Rover is without cover.
Did you get on board as instructed?
Yes, sir. I was the only person at the back of the Land Rover. Then I don't know who was the driver, but one boy by the name Kanilai, Buba Jammeh, was in front of the vehicle.
What was his rank, Buba Jammeh?
At that time, whether Lance Couple or Couple, I don't know. Yes.
And how was this the only vehicle that was being readied to leave the barracks?
No, council members, they came with their vehicle.
And did each council member have his own vehicle?
Each and every one of them are with their own vehicle.
How about their orderlies?
Their orderlies joined them.
So how many vehicles did you have in that convoy?
Definitely speaking, I can't exactly give you the figure, the number of the vehicle, but it is more than 5 people.
And what happened after that?
From there, we left the Yundum barracks to the along the road to Birkama to Nyambai Forest End. We go up to when we pass Farado, going towards Birkama. Before we reach to that beans factory, Nyambai Forest, there is a road on the right side of the right side of the road. That's where we branch up, going towards Jambur end. Like we passed Farado, but we are not yet in Birkama, inside forest. Yes.
And what happened after that?
We went right inside the bush. Upon arrival of where they want the leader who was in front, I think, then, I don't know, it may be Sana, because as far as he's the vice chairman, in the army, we respect, like seniority or appointment title. He may be in front, but then I don't know. So all the cars were, parked, and the Land Rover arrived. So the Basa was removed from them, and they were dropped down. Taken to
At this stage, the detainees, were they restrained? Were they tied?
They were tied.
Hands behind their back?
Hands behind the back.
And then what happened? They dropped down? And
then they dropped down, taken to for a distance in front of us. We and the council members, I was part of them. Council members with their orderly, we line up and facing them.
Were the captured soldiers facing you, or did they have their backs to you?
They are giving us their back.
And they were grouped together, or they were standing in a line?
It's like a form of an extended line.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
And then from there, Lieutenant Sadibu Hadra said, yes, I want to ask you one question. Suppose we come across with you people, what is going to happen? No response from them. Yes. No response from them.
Who was he asking that question?
Lieutenant Sadibu Hydra.
To whom was that question?
He was asking
addressed?
the captured people.
Proceed.
No response. No response. From there, Sana Sabal said, say your last prayers. I remember Cadet Silla, Ahmad Silla, who said, sir, if you are to kill us with support weapon, and we meet in the next world. Yes.
Did anybody else say something?
Nobody said nothing, sir.
Buba Jame, Lieutenant, did he say something?
Yes, sorry. Buba Jame said, it's a gendarmerie. Sir, Al-Kanamfa Alin Sorong in the local language. That is, sir, don't kill us. Please lock us, take us to jail.
Now I want to establish who was present at that stage. You told us that the captured soldiers were put in an extended line, and they gave their backs to you. Your group, tell us who was there. I understand you did indicate that the council members were there, but yes, give us a list of the people who were present.
Lieutenant Sanabi Sabali, yes, Lieutenant Sadibu Hydra, Lieutenant Edward Singade, Lieutenant Peter Singade, Colonel Babukar Jata, Lamin Fati, LJJ, myself, BNJ, Private BNJ, and Private Binjai Ponkal, JCB Mendy, and Private Suso, who is a Zanameri. This is what I can remember. Council members are as follows. Sanabi Sabali, Lieutenant Sana Sabali, Lieutenant Sadibu Hydra, Lieutenant Yankuba Ture, Lieutenant Edward Singate, Lieutenant Peter Singate, Colonel Babgar Jada.
That group you mentioned, how were they standing? Did they just stand in circle, in a group, haphazardly, or in straight line?
We are just standing as a form of also an extended line, but in group, not spread out like this, but we are together of a chance, where you can fire.
And what happened after that? After the conversation, say your last prayers.
Sana give order of fire.
And what happened?
And we fire on them.
Okay. When Sana gave the order to fire, as far as you recall, did some of you stand aside and not participate in what was going to happen?
So at that time, I can't remember.
My question is, did any members of the group go away and refuse to participate?
Nobody. All of us participate. At that time, I don't think, you dare not even to leave that end. Sana is there. You'll join them.
After Sana gave the order, what happened?
We opened fire on them, causing death.
You said we opened fire on them. Who are you referring to as we?
All the people present there.
I will list names and you will tell me.
Yes, sir.
Sana Sabali.
Sir.
Did he participate?
He participated.
He fired his weapon.
He fired.
Edward Singate.
He fired.
Did he participate?
Yes.
Yankuba Ture.
Yes.
Sadibu Haidara.
Yes.
Babu Karjata.
Yes.
Jai Ponkal.
Yes.
JCB Mendy.
Yes.